Happy Sunday. How is everyone? My name is Darlene, and so we're going to do some readings tonight. We have a very big week coming up. Oh my goodness, there's a lot going on in the sky this week. We have the official shift from the year of the snake to the year of the fire horse on Chinese New Year, which is Tuesday. We also have an eclipse the same day on Tuesday. And then some other, I can't remember the exact dates because I'm not an astrologer, but the other two big things this month, well, three. There's also Mercury retrograde. We have a cycle that hasn't been seen since the day that, I think the day or day before the Civil War started. And then another one that hasn't been in modern times, 5,000 or 6,000 years. So astrologically, a whole lot going on in the world. So hold on, y'all. It's going to be an interesting week. But the interesting thing about the one that hasn't been seen for thousands of years is it's happening at 0 degrees of Aries. That's the beginning of the zodiac. That's the beginning of civilizations, as it were. So I'm very excited. I think we're going to see some wonderful things in the world after the old stuff gets flushed out. So bear with me 1 second. Let me pull myself up here on my iPad so I can see your comments. There we go. Hey, Nick. Hey, Joseph. How are y'all tonight? Aw, thank you for that, Nick, for the bronze medal. Hey, Derek. Good evening. How are you guys doing? Sorry, I can't get comfy on my stool tonight. I don't know what that's about anyway. I think I'm too close to the table here. 1 second. Let me scoot that up just a snick. There we go. Keep bumping the table. I don't want to do that. All right. How has your weekend been? I'm going to say gentlemen because I think all of you are here are gentlemen. Oh, thank you, Nick. You know, I used to love this color, and I don't wear it much anymore because when I was blonder, it doesn't go so good with gray hair, but whatever. Hey, Deborah's here. Good evening. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't wear my hair down long. It just tickles my face and drives me crazy, but what the heck? Y'all are special. I actually curl my hair and put on lipstick for you guys. What can I say? All right, guys, it's a week. Man, this is a week to beat all weeks coming up. It's going to be interesting. Not to say that we're going to just flip a switch and things will be different. I don't mean that at all. That's not what's going to happen. But it certainly is. Hey, Adia, good evening. It certainly is going to be the beginning of major changes, and I'm excited about it. So, thought I would start by doing a reading and see kind of just collectively what this means. Hang on 1 second, though. You know what I forgot to do, don't you? 1 minute here. Let me get that. I did post, because all of you beautiful people, most of y'all are moderators, I did decide to do a free reading tonight. Got to give out some good. Got to have some goodwill tonight. So I know that's harder for y'all as moderators to deal with, and I do appreciate y'all. But I don't know, the last few lives, YouTube has gone crazy again, so I just don't even look at the numbers. I just don't anymore. I'm just come on here and do my thing. That's all I need to do. Numbers is not why I'm here anyway. Okay, there we go. And let's see if it'll let me pin it, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, super. Ta-da! Oh, I did. Thank you for the bronze medal too. Thank you. All right, now I got to get my little super pin there. All right, we're good. Here we go. Thank you. Thank you, Joseph. Yeah, I don't know why my brain cells are working a little bit tonight, but I'm glad. Okay, how do we want to ask this? Oh gosh, there's so much. Do y'all want me to ask about the eclipse? Or, yeah, I think we do. That's more immediate. Let's ask about that. So, what is the core issue that this eclipse is bringing to my collective audience? Ha ha ha. That's a good one, right? And I'm not specifying love or whatever. Let's just see what happens here. Let's see what happens. What is the core issue? Clearly, it's bringing something we need to see, right? Something we need to work on. That's the way that works. um, I was trying to remember what astrologer I was listening to. Now, I would have thought this would have come out for sure with this new, the one I talked about, 0 degree of Aries, and I think it's Saturn conjunct Neptune, maybe. And I can't remember. Y'all look it up yourself. I'm not good about that. Hey, Gio, how are you tonight? Yes, it is almost Happy President's Day. That's right. The kids will be out of school tomorrow. I think they're out 2 days here this week. So, what this is bringing, y'all, the core issue of what this is bringing is deception. Now, I don't mean it's bringing us deception. I mean it's shedding the light. And remember, eclipse things in as well as out of our lives. Anyway, I mean, I've already had end, and the energies of eclipses are in effect for around 6 months. So it doesn't just happen one day and then it's done. It's longer than that. I'm sorry, I'm going to squint without putting my glasses on. Kehush. Okay, let's see. Could one of you lovely moderators remember to, the free reading has not been claimed yet, but you have to state, I would like a free reading. You can't just come in here and start asking questions. So if somebody wants a free reading, they need to ask for it, then we'll give it. And I'll put them on the list over here, of course, and then we'll go from there. So what's coming to light, I feel like, is this deception, and this card also means strategy. And I like that one. I think it's both, I'll be honest with you, because the Temperance card is here. This is saying this is going to bring things up, probably a lot of difficult communication and news and things, and what's already happening here. And the card in the middle of all this is the Temperance card. So the message is simple. No matter what kind of nonsense is going on, you need to find your center. You need to find a way to be patient, find a way to keep yourself in balance and harmony, because that's essentially what the Temperance card is. In the typical Rider Waite, well, you can see it in this one too, but it's a little harder to see. There's an angel, and she's pouring both cups in this particular card, but usually she's pouring one cup into the other, trying to balance opposites. And so that really that's beautiful. That's definitely a core issue for us. I see that. Oh, Michelle, thank you. God bless you. I know you can't probably stay here all night. Who knows how long I'll be, but thank you. Thank you for doing that so much. Okay. So, oops, hang on. Oh, I didn't get my question out here. So what is the interference in us doing that? I think that's probably goes without saying, but that's a lot of cards, y'all. Let me see. It might have been Everblue. Do we have... Y'all, I can't get new glasses for another month, so I'm struggling. Bear with me. These are just reading glasses, and they're not really what I need to do to have to read all this. So do we have somebody to put on the list for a free reading yet? Because if so, I need to write their name down before this disappears into the chat here. Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate you doing that. Okay, thank you, Joseph. let me write this down and then we'll, okay, so Everblue. Everblue is the free reading for tonight. If I could write, Everblue 13 is my free reading. Okay, so from now on, we know that the free reading slot has been spoken for. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. Oh, you wrote me a note? Oh, Misha, you just commenting on what Joseph just said? Let me double check y'all before I get. Got it. Yeah, you were just telling me to see above. Let me see. What is this saying here? Oh, I see. I believe I see now what you're trying to tell me, good spirit. Well, it's what the interference. This is like what might get in our way of accomplishing this peace of mind, if you will. Is I think we've all kind of got our nose in the grindstone of life. I mean, that's what we do, right? We're busy getting on with life, working on this and that. And it might just be that we're not noticing what's around us, or we're too involved with trying to focus on the strife, the battle, the never-ending battle, the how we're all feeling wounded in our various ways about what's going on in the world, and which means we really haven't learned the lesson of how to let go, of how not to feel like we have to defend every incident in the world. Yeah, in order to close out this cycle that we're closing out, and we are closing out some major cycles. So let me interpret this as I see it. Because you guys know I talk all about law of manifestation here and so forth. Anonymously known Rave Girl, thank you so much for the $5. You need to look at the pinned comment though, please, because the readings here are either $20 super chat or $15 for the PayPal. And you're ahead of me. You're ahead of me. Thank you, love. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Let me get your name down here. I appreciate that. I'm going to call you Anonymous or Rave Girl. Maybe I should call you Rave Girl. Thank you. All right, so this is kind of to shorten my message of what I'm getting here. It's like the classic, what you focus on, you're going to get more of. So this is kind of cautionary tale to mind what you're focusing on. What's happening is these things, these ugly things have got to come up to the surface, y'all. They've been hidden for eons on our planet, and now they're all coming up, whether that's in our personal relationships or, worldwide. And that's what has to happen. That's necessary so that it can be, so the light can shine on it and we can do something about it. But Spirit's saying, but if you focus only on that ugliness, only on the weight of all of that, you're contributing to it. So it's not asking you to be an ostrich and put your head in a hole in the ground, but it is saying be very mindful of what you're standing your ground over and what you're not. Be mindful of what you're fighting for and what you're not. Be mindful if you've learned the lessons of, for example, how to manifest and how what you want in your life, and maybe things that you're procrastinating about too, because that's what's going to put an end. I mean, your mindfulness, every person on the planet is contributing in one way or another. You're either contributing good energy or negative energy, plain and simple. So what kind of energy are you contributing to the worldwide shift that we're having. And I think that answers the next question. I was going to, what kind of small adjustment do we need to make? And that's it. I mean, I don't need to actually look. Yeah. Be truthful. Be truthful with yourself. Examine your thoughts. Examine, how you speak, how you interact with others too. That's very, very important. Are you in integrity with your own thoughts? Are you in integrity with just your small group, your family around you, much less the world at large, right? Where is your integrity? Where are you focusing? What are you adding to in the world? And if you're anxious and worried, not to say that there aren't things I'm not saying just to be an idiot about things and say things don't happen. No. But if there's a problem, if you focus on the, oh my God, this is in the negative side of it, versus I know there's going to be a good outcome. I know good will come from this in some form or fashion. I know that Spirit is working hard through all of us to make this a better world. Positive thoughts about the situation. It doesn't change the situation, but it does put good energy into the situation and good energy into the world versus, us news mongering. I never heard that term. I think I just made that up. News mongering. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's a thing though. Okay, so that's how I think the Spirit wants you to focus this next week, especially, and going forward, I would say, this just period. That's an across the board message, period. Because I really feel this is so cool how these cards came out. Let me see if I can hold them so you can see what I'm trying to say. Again, I mean, I'm just repeating myself, but difficult news, communication that's difficult, strategies, things that we feel are deceptive, and we're stuck right in the middle trying to balance it all, essentially. So be sure you are keeping yourself in balance, whatever you need to do. I mean, if that's a walk in nature, go hug a tree, take a bath, sit in the tub with Epsom salts, or, meditate. That's my thing. That's what I do. So whatever it is, y'all, be sure you are being responsible to keep yourself in balance. That's the message this week. Okay, guys and girls and ladies and gents, let me see here. That was our week ahead. I know that was general, but yet not. But yet every one of us needed to hear that. I certainly did too. Hal and I have been working on some issues lately. Y'all remember who Hal is? Who remembers? I know because y'all were in, I was talking to y'all about this recently. Who remembers who Hal is for me? There's a test. This is your test for the night. Hal is what I've named my Chat GPT. And the reason is, Adia remembers, because Hal was the computer that went haywire who became the villain in 2001 Space Odyssey. So it's a reminder to me to keep my perspective as a human being and not, okay, enough about that. Okay, excuse me, Everblue, let me see let me scroll back up here if I can and see if you posted your question. I don't know. Did you? I'm going to have to ask you to post it again, honey, because it's way up there and it gets to a certain point and I can't scroll any further. So Everblue 13, the free reader, please go ahead and post your question. And then I will, after you, I will read Anonymous Rave Girl. I think I'm going to call you Rave Girl. That sounds better than Anonymous, doesn't it? Rave Girl. I like that better. Okay, good, interesting question. Okay. Yes, ma'am, of course. Okay. All right, everybody says I'd like just a general reading. All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to all the moderators that are here tonight. Thank you. Thank you. God bless y'all. Excuse me. All right. Everblue wants a general reading. Is that the right deck? Well, I'm conflicted. Kind of feel like this one, which I don't get very often. It's a beautiful, beautiful deck, though. Let's see if it wants to talk. All right. What does Everblue need most to know? Give me some guidance and story for Everblue, please. Please and thank you. Thank you, Mish. Thank you, Joseph. All right, come on. Maybe this one doesn't want to talk. All right, we'll see. Okay, this could have to do with work. Let's see. 8 of Pentacles. What does Everblue need to know? Some kind of communication about work, most likely. Let's see. Can y'all hear that? It's kids outside my window down below. What else? Give me the story, please. Come on, they don't have all night. Okay, I'm just sorry. But I love you, but all right, we'll keep those 2 cards and let's see if this deck wants to talk a little bit more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For Everblue, please. What does Everblue, general reading, what does Everblue need to know? Please and thank you. Okay. This is looking like it has to do with work or some kind of like you may be feeling like nothing's happening right now for you, Everblue. Like, I hesitate to use the word stuck, but you could feel that way. And you can let me know in the comments if this is resonating or not. You guys are too sweet. Oh yeah, I'm the first one to say I don't know if I don't know. Okay, hold on. Oh my goodness. Something that has been hidden is coming to light. Something that hasn't been moving. And again, I feel like this has to do work. This is like putting in the work, putting efforting about something. So it's either you'll have to let me know what this is. This could be anything from working on myself and I'm meditating a lot, or it could be, I mean, kind of think it's a job, a work, a career of some kind, because that's typically what that card talks about. And then you've got some kind of incoming communication where there has probably been no movement or no communication. Nothing happening, and now suddenly there's light that's about to be shown on this situation. Now this could have to do with some kind of, let's see, we got a knight and a page. Okay, so not, I'm just thinking and thinking out loud kind of here, but let me see what else comes out. Well, a page of wands is for me, it's someone who's curious. He's excited. He's a page. He's like a kind of like a curious teenager, right? Ready to go and explore things. So that could be something new. Could be how you're feeling. It could be finally you're getting out of some kind of a muck here and starting to feel excited about something. Now, this is either where you've been or you're what. In other words, this card is about unequal things. Could things be an unequal give and take? So if this has been your past situation in work, that would be referring to that. If it's not, then it might be you saying, well, but I'm concerned about if I do this new thing I'm thinking about, I'm concerned that there won't be balance there. Because I'm really going into this, I think, with clear thinking. I feel really good about that. And I think I know everything I need to know about it. But I don't really see that it's something for the long term for me. That's what, so, and rather, whatever this is, I think you've been thinking about it for a minute. Because this is saying it's something I finally have clarity about, where you've been at a crossroads for a long time. But finally, I'm getting clarity about, and now here we go, a betrayal. Now, again, I'm inclined to think this is something that might have happened at work because of this card. And I don't really have like cups that would indicate this is love, but you'll have to let me know. This is one of the most difficult cards in the tarot. It's obviously somebody's been stabbed in the back, and this has been more than once. Typically for me as a reader, there's 10 swords here, not one or two, 10 swords. Now, the good news is it's in the reverse. So what happens is the swords start to fall out, but you're not quite there. It's betrayal that you're having trouble getting over, putting in the past, letting go of. Now, Everblue, if you don't know me, but is this your first time, obviously here, oftentimes tarot gives me the backstory before it gives me like what's coming. So I'd like you to sound off in the chat now for me and let me know if this is resonating more for something in your past. That would help me know when the cards fall, kind of where to place them. Because my feeling is this is past. It's kind of setting the stage, so to speak. What's coming toward Everblue? What's coming toward Everblue? Yes, first time, this feels current. Okay. Okay, this feels current. Okay. So let's keep going then. I just need to know if I'm on the right track. You know, that I'm not perfect by any stretch. But from the past to now. Okay. That was exactly what I was kind of feeling, that because it's just what my team does with me. They like me to know that, you know, I can't just open the book in the middle. I've got to go to the beginning. I mean, the preamble, the forward, the whole business. What's actually coming now? Wait a minute. I think I've got a flipped card here. I do. Okay, that's good. Is there another one? Wait a minute. All these flipped cards. I don't know when this happened. Okay, I'm making note. I'm making a mental note. All right. Yeah. What now? Okay, we have the backstory. So I think this is now, right? This is this betrayal. Now let's go forward from there. So what's coming now after this betrayal, or what does Everblue need to know? Almost like you've been in a fog you didn't realize. Yeah, I could feel that with this one, and I rarely get that kind of energy off of the Eight of Wands in reverse, but I did. So yeah, it felt like this card felt more like a hangman card tonight. And you know what? That's interesting, Everblue, that you word it like that, because that's exactly what's getting ready to happen here. A lot of people are getting woke, if I could say, with these new alignments coming up this month. People are waking up. That's a good thing. That's a really good thing. A lot of people are going to become, who have, how do I say that? People that are coming online with certain intuitive abilities that may not have been before, or if they have had them, they're going to get. What is it with these cards magically flipping? Yes, well, we're taking that one because there's an end. This is important. This cycle for you is ending. The world card means an end, endings, and an end to a cycle. So we will definitely take that one. Now, okay, so now that we got all that, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put all these back, and then we're just going to keep going here for you. We're going to ask one more time. Oh, I know why, because I put the silly me trying to put those in the wrong deck. We had a really good, from my perspective, members only chat this week, didn't we? A live chat. We haven't had that many people be able to show up, probably because Darlene actually announced it in advance for change. I really enjoyed that with you guys, by the way. Okay. Now, thank you for everybody who's hopping on here and the new people who are subscribing tonight. I appreciate you so much. But I should, wasn't it fun, Mies? Thank you. The free reading has been claimed. So if you think you're subbing and you're going to get a free reading now, that reading has been spoken for. But I do come on here when I'm well every week to do more, very inexpensive readings. So thank y'all for being here. Okay, now back to blue. Back to Everblue. What's coming to? We know the backstory. Now show me what's coming toward. What does Everblue need to know? Let's go future. Whoa, okay. All right, now who's who? Who's who? That card came back out again. So this talks about you getting clarity, or it can be an epiphany about something. Like you just talked about. I feel like the fog is clearing. Now, I don't know who's who. There's no gender in tarot, but I do have two people here. I have a king and a queen. A king of cups in reverse to me is someone they could be overindulging, they could be moody, they could be clingy, they could be emotionally unavailable. So again, I don't know if maybe this is you feeling that way after the betrayal that you've just experienced. I don't know. You're going to have to tell me who's who here. I kind of feel like this might be you. And now that you're coming out of all that, you're getting clarity, because I also remember this card. This came out again. This is another statement of I was at a crossroads for a long time, and now I'm getting clarity. Now, we like that the Five of Swords is in the reverse. This speaks of somebody who, it talks about ego and pride and winning at all costs. It's a nasty energy, this card. We like it in the reverse, though. It's just somebody's kind of feeling bad about what they've done. They're realizing the error of their ways. They're thinking, well, maybe I should even make amends for this, and maybe come in and speak the truth of this. So I don't know who you're dealing with, but like I said, I have two people here. But I like that the Queen of Swords, she speaks the truth, she tells the truth, but she also doesn't suffer any fools. And notice her posture in this particular deck. Her sword is upright, meaning I'm open to communication, and my hand is extended, meaning please come and state your case. But she has her hand on the sword, so if you don't come right, she can use that sword. Just saying. Oh, goodness. And here we go. We got another. So maybe this was I didn't have any of the other cards that would speak to a third party, but I do have a King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Now, this can just talk about instability. Maybe somebody's having money problems. But with these cards, yeah, and you remember that Six of Pentacles in reverse? And remember this card, Eight of Wands in reverse? So all the cards are coming out here again. Let me see what you said. I recently went no contact with someone with ego issues. Well, there you go. Again, that's exactly what this card speaks about, not no contact typically. I have 3 people potentially, but this at the bottom of the deck doesn't necessarily mean there's a third person. But this could be talking about how you feel. You feel a lack of, you felt in order to make that decision. There was a lack of stability here. This was somebody that you didn't feel was going to be commitment type. I can say that. It's somebody you could depend on, and you just found it to be a very heavy burden. And so this was the person who you were feeling was not balanced, wasn't giving equally. That's why you cut off communication. Yeah, look at this. This could have been somebody who was afraid to make a choice, or you just feel like your plans fell through there. There was a lot of conflict. You may have even felt juggled or overwhelmed in some way. Oh, look at that. And then the Magician in reverse. And remember this card, the difficult message. So the Magician in reverse is somebody who's a manipulator. We don't like that. How about some advice going? Okay, so this is what it is. Let's turn the focus here now to advice, because I think we have the picture. What advice going forward do you have for Everblue, please? Crow, hello, Crow. How are you, love? How are you doing? How was most of January? Because I wasn't here a lot either. I know you. I hope you're feeling better. You had a time of it too with your health. Show me, please, Spirit, going forward for Everblue. Oh, they. Thank you, Mish. Things have been, I had some health things. I had a sinus procedure followed by eye surgery, so it's been crazy. But I'm doing much better. Thank you, Crow. Oh, that's so sweet. Spirit is saying very simply, Everblue, don't give up hope. Hold on to your dreams and your hopes and your wishes. It's upright. That's a good sign. Yes, yes. All right, what else? What other advice do you have here for Everblue? Oh, that's half the deck. I can't take all those. I'm sorry. Let's try that again. Aw, Mish, you're so sweet. Yes, we like that. We love that card. All right, those I'll take. I like it. I like it. Getting your confidence back. Now, I don't know, of course, what gender you are. I can't tell by that handle. And gender, as I said, is not relative. This is a queen, so it doesn't matter. But she is somebody who's very confident. That's one of the main meanings of this card to me. She's an entrepreneur. She knows her stuff. She turns heads when she walks in the room. And determination. I mean, I don't know if you can see, particularly the artwork on this deck, in this deck. Can you see her face, how determined she is? I mean, she's like, really focused. I like that. Focused on what? Work. Work, work, work. Remember this card from the initial cards that came out? That's why I thought it was about work. So I think it's saying just keep working, but I don't think this just means you focusing on work. You're probably doing that to get your mind off the rest of this. But I feel like it's saying more than like working on yourself too. Yeah, justice is coming or is here or will be coming for you. And the lovers. Yes. Now, the lovers means a choice. And in the upright, it means making a good choice in love. So I want you to know whatever you've done, you've made a good choice in love where this is concerned. You put an end to a bad situation with that King of Pentacles. Remember, he came out a minute ago? You put an end to that, and now you're starting over, and your heart is healing from this heartache. Spirit saying, listen to your intuition. Move ahead slowly. You got this. You got this. This betrayal that you've been going through, or you just went through, Blue, caused some kind of an awakening within you. And I love that because it's followed by the Devil in reverse. Oh, these are excellent cards. This is something that had been restricting you, had been holding you back, was toxic. And in the reverse, it's saying you're releasing that, or you are being released from that. This will no longer affect you, no longer hold you back from what? From your happiness. Oh, I love this. And you're nurturing, and you're going to get back your self-worth, feeling good about yourself again, and you're expanding. I love that. Oh my goodness. Yes, please. I don't know if I want to pull more cards. That's pretty nice. Should we leave it there? Yes, keep doing the work. Amen. What's that? I don't know if it's a Buddhist saying, but work is longer than life. Yeah, it's true. I also heard another one. The reward for work is more work. And then one last one. Before enlightenment, you chop wood and carry water. After enlightenment, you chop wood and carry water. There's no end to spiritual work. Okay, and here it is. Drum roll, please. Yes, thank you. Time to start making plans, looking forward, looking out there into the ocean for your ships to come in. Yes, I love that. Ships, or in this case, a plane. You're coming out of hermit. You'll be soon, if you're not already there, starting to come out of your hermit mode, out of your cave. Are you ready? And you got something new coming. Now, I will say, for me as a reader, particularly given the context of your reading, this does mean the universe, I don't know if it has, no, in this deck, the artwork is a little different. In the traditional Rider-Waite, it's a hand, which represents the universe, spirit, God, coming in with a cup, saying, we're offering you this brand new cup. Now, this doesn't have the hand in it. It doesn't take away from the meaning at all. But I do feel like this particular one also talks about self-love. Because on my channel, I talk a lot about manifestation and filling our own cup first. You need to be a match for the thing that you want. So if you want a healthy, loving relationship, that starts with you. That's an inside job. So you have to start by self-care, self-love, filling your own cup. Yes, I'm not, that's it. That's good. Yeah. Putting this regret and remorse behind you. Claiming your emperor. I love this. Claiming your emperor, bossing up, so to speak, whether that's in love or in life in general, becoming the authority again in your life. And that's when the wheel turns in your favor. I love this. Yeah, I love this. Oh my gosh, that is such good energy. Don't give up hope. Look at this. This whole bottom row is awesome because you've got something new, I think, coming in. Yes. All right, Everblue. I mean, that's a fabulous reading. Sorry that took so long. Like I said, I had to get the backstory, I guess. That is awesome. So Keep that hope alive. You got some good stuff coming in for sure, for sure. I don't know. Maybe you got a lottery number coming in one of those ships. I don't know. Oh, love it, love it, love it. I hope that helps, dear. I hope that helps. And keep your chin up. You're doing great. You're doing great. All right, gang. Let me shuffle and we'll move on to Rave Girl. Well, there you go. And that Three of Wands, yes, Everblue is saying travel has been a part of the goals and plans. The Three of Wands can actually talk about travel. So perfect. It's acknowledging that then. Spirit was not, I just didn't say that, but it absolutely is. Mm-hmm. Can be, for sure, for sure. Okay. Well, that was fun. Thank you, Everblue. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And welcome to the tribe. Welcome to the Soul Tribe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I do have memberships. If anybody's wants to check that out, you can hit the join button, or I think it's in the description box. There is a link. Yes. Anonymous is Rave Girl. That's correct. Crow, I missed you so much. I know other people here will testify that, oh yeah, Crow's not here. I got to remember to drink. Hydrate. He's not here to tell me. Your ears were probably burning a few times. Okay, let me go back up here. Okay, so Rave Girl. Anonymously, there you go. You are here. Gotcha. I see it now. Okay, good. Let me go back and see if I can. Oops, I don't mean to do that. If I can pull up your message. If it's not too far back, if it is, I'll have to get you to type it again. Whoops, I think I got it. Okay, why am I getting that K is hidden agendas? Is it an outcome of commitment or tragedy? Can you go deeper into it? Okay. I think we're sticking with that one. I felt that strongly. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha, team. Well, let's see. We want to know about K and if K has a hidden agenda. Okay. And if so, why? What's about? Let me get back down here. Okay, thank you. So let's ask about K. First of all, does K have hidden agenda regarding whatever you're perceiving that he or she does? Because just because we feel that way didn't make it true. Let's see. Okay, which way would you like this? Okay. Maybe, but it's not what you think it is. Let me put it that way. It looks to me, if anything, the hidden agenda is this person wants to put work either they're working hard. I say I do get a secret thing here. It's almost like this person is putting more hours to buy something to surprise you. It's that kind of energy versus some deep dark secret. It has a feel about it like that for me. Yes, this person is working hard at what? It's trying to balance things out. So this person may just be trying to balance the budget here in some way in order to make amends for something. Now, I don't know if this making amends with you, making amends with somebody they borrowed money from, making amends with their boss because they haven't put in enough time on a project. It could be any of those things. But hang on, let me see what these other things that are coming to light about something they were unhappy about. You had a tower, or they're worried about a tower. Yeah, healing. Have you been in a timeout? That could be, yeah, that could be what you're, why you're asking the question, because you can't see what they're doing. So, Rave Girl, let me know how that resonates. First of all, where is it headed? Page of Cups. Getting past some kind of a disappointment, all right? Trying to heal things. Yes. Yes. I know you. They are incredible moderators. I'm telling you, I could not be more blessed. I could not be more blessed. Okay. Let me see if that's up to date. Yeah, okay, it is. All right, good. What? Yeah, I don't think you've been talking to this person, have you? Have you? Okay. What can you tell me about the situation with Kay? What is he doing? I think it's he, but you let me know that. What is he doing? Let's see. It's resonating a lot. I thought he had bad intentions. I did not see any bad intentions there at all. Quite the opposite. And that's a case of our fears get the better of us. And I'm not judging you in any form or fashion, because we all do that. We all do it. But I did not see anything malicious in there at all. So let me see what else. Trying to think I mean, that's essentially the answer to your question. If anything, it's good. He's sorry. There's a thing on here that's driving me crazy. It won't go away on my phone. I swear, if he's hiding anything, it's because he's trying to surprise you with something, I think. But that's just, or like I said, he's trying to take care of an obligation. It's not anything. I didn't get anything negative out of there. But I'm gonna ask. Let's see. How did you word your other question? Is it an outcome of commitment or tragedy? I don't really resonate with either of those words with the energy that I'm feeling. It feels, if anything, a kind of commitment, but not commitment like a relationship commitment, so much as I promised something and I need to deliver it. That's what I'm feeling here. Okay, just so you know, that's like 3 questions, but I'm going to ask, what is the potential outcome for Rave Girl in this relationship? Now, I have to give my speech because I do not believe that tarot tells the future. It just shows you the potential of where you are and where your trajectory is at this moment. You are a powerful creator. Law of manifestation says you attract to you what you believe in. So you have to start believing the outcome that you want, not whatever it is today or yesterday. That's old news. That's done. So you have to, if you don't know what I'm talking about, educate yourself on the law of manifestation. So whatever these cards show, it's only a check-in in this one moment. It can change in the next 20 seconds because of free will. And you have the power to change it in whatever direction you want. So for the moment, what is the potential outcome within the relationship with Rave Girl and Kay? Yeah, I didn't think you were talking right now. What is the potential? Whoa, hold on. Okay. Somebody may be making plans to kind of boss up. Seriously. Now, the other meaning of that, just like I said in the previous reading, this can also speak to traveling sometimes, but let's see what else. What is the potential outcome in the relationship between Rave Girl and K, Mr. K? Maybe a little spying. Yeah, you're not talking right now, but that doesn't mean there's not some spying going on. And when I'm talking about spying, I don't mean necessarily looking in anybody's windows, but it can mean checking out their social media, looking back at pictures or messages, you know, that kind of thing. What is the potential? Okay, now that's a heads up. Oh, what in the Sam Hill? Oh my goodness. Okay, be careful. Hang on. I said be careful because I got a King of Wands in reverse. We do not like him in the reverse. That means he's very now, I don't know who this is, but it is a man on the card. I mean, it could be, again, there's no gender in tarot. But this is somebody who's very egotistical, very self-centered, self-absorbed. I want it my way or the highway. Now, the Two of Cups is here. So this is saying this could be a soulmate. This could be somebody you could have feelings for, and they could have feelings for you. You may just have an aha moment about this person or them about you. This talks about clarity and truth. And, but these last two cards, yeah, I'm going to have to get a clarifier because, yeah, that's not. Typically, the Three of Cups in the upright is a card of celebration. But in this particular deck, this artwork is like over the top. These people aren't celebrating. They're indulging beyond. They're like doing the most. And so I'm questioning that. And then I'm also questioning, why does this end in a Queen of Swords in reverse? So if I just read the surface energy, this looks like this person comes forward, but they might not be who you think they are. You might develop feelings for them, and then you learn the truth. And the truth might be that this person is a bit overindulgent, and that's when you decide to pull your feelings back. That could be. So I'm going to ask what this Three of Cups is. That's you. Which one is you? The King of Wands or the Queen of Swords? All right. What is this Three of Cups, please, for Rave Girl and Mr. K in the future? Please clarify this. Okay. Somebody saying they got a crush on you. I get it. That's good. All right. Oh, that's very positive. Oh, my goodness. Yes. Okay. So this is truly a card of celebration. That's why I always like to ask, because like I said, in only this deck, this is the only one that I feel that way about. So this is good. This does say, let me see, maybe both. I can be ego sometimes, but okay. But he maybe can be too, even though I don't get that. He's like, okay. Well, I appreciate you you are kind of owning that as you then, because it's just we all get that energy sometimes. That's not a judgment on my part at all. We all find ourselves there, don't we? Doesn't mean that that's forever, let's hope. Now, I love this. I clarified the Three of Cups, and I got the Page of Cups, the Ten of Cups, And the Knight of Pentacles. This is really good. This is saying somebody who's willing to talk about their feelings coming forward, maybe to tell you they've got feelings, they've got a little crush. I think we could be happy together. I'm coming forward to making some kind of offer, but let's take this slow. Let's take this slow. Now, why is this, sorry, y'all, I got something in my eye. Hang on a second. Why is this Queen of Swords in reverse? I mean, this could be anything, but I mean, it could just be somebody guarding her feeling. I mean, I don't know. Queen of Cups in reverse. Tell me, why is this Queen of Cups in reverse? Is it just you afraid? It could just be fear. Hang on a second. Well, isn't that the truth? That is a true statement. The ego always needs work with every human being on the planet. That's so right, everybody. Why is this Queen of Cups in reverse, please? And thank you. Yes. This is past. Okay, because you or whoever, you or them, you're afraid because of a past something that happened, a past heartbreak probably. Yep, somebody who, probably somebody that broke your heart. I don't have the Three of Swords out here, but that's essentially what it means. Knight of Cups in reverse, somebody who wasn't emotionally available, could have been moody, depressed, any of those kinds of things, caused a tower moment, and then there was an ending or something that really, really, really had to change. And that's why I think you or them, whoever this is, says, well, I'm going to have to guard my feelings because I don't want that to happen again. Okay? But all that is good, except why is the Eight of Wands in reverse still? This is still no communication, no forward movement. So let me see what actions, because there's one thing to have feelings, but you want to have actions to back that up, right? Yep, you're already afraid now. I just wanted to, I thought that's what it was, but I'm glad I asked. Okay. Now, let's see. What actions might this person take, if any? Let's see. What actions might Kay take, if any? Well, I hope not too. Well, okay. Oh, well, he's stressed too. Oh, this, yeah. Oh my gosh, really? Hang on. I'm just going to paraphrase this. This is somebody afraid to try for fear of failing. So you may have to make the first move. I didn't ask that question, but somebody who wants to come in out of the cold. This means this could be somebody that has abandonment issues, or somebody who feels I don't have enough, or I'm not, like, I don't make enough money, I don't wear nice enough clothes, or I don't whatever, and I'm out here in the cold and I'm struggling. Maybe they don't have a job. That, you know, it could be any of those things. And so I'm really, really stressed. And I just think if I try, it'd just be a failure. So I'm not moving forward because I can't give to this like I maybe want to right now. So I'm not going forward. I'm not moving. I'm just going to sit over here and hope that she doesn't end it, or hope for change. We can say it that way too. Well, what should she do? Should she reach? Let me just ask a yes or no. Should Rave Girl make the first move here? Contact Kay. By the way, I'm only answering 1,200 questions for you because this is a one question reading, because I don't have anybody else on the list yet. If I had other people waiting, I wouldn't be able to do this. But okay, he's a successful musician guy. Good. Then that's just an internal thing for him. For some reason, he probably doesn't feel good enough in some way. We all have a different version of that within us. So, should Rave Girl make a move? Oh my gosh, I didn't know that, Mish. Okay, let me get out of here. Yeah, let me go. Get busy. Get busy. I'm sorry, I didn't know that. Well, I think you should. I think you should get your flirt on, and because this is clearly somebody makes you happy, right? And the Queen of Wands would definitely be somebody who would do that. She would be confident about it. She wouldn't think twice. She would definitely get her flirt on with somebody and go for it. Yep. So I think this is a case, and I don't know if I've ever told anybody that to do that in a reading, but this looks like you might need to make the first move. So with that in mind, or if somebody's already made a move, maybe make a second move, whatever. Because I just think this person doesn't have the confidence for whatever reason, or it could just be you personally. Maybe you're so gorgeous they feel intimidated or something. I don't know, but I hope that helps. Rave Girl, thank you for being here and hope you'll come back. Thank you so much. Yeah, exactly, Everblue. I think that was exactly the case. I do. All right, now let me catch up because my mods say that I do have something waiting. So let me get, and because Crow is here, I definitely need to drink some more water. Y'all see, I bring that big glass of water and I don't hardly ever drink it. I drink sips, 1 or 2 sips. All righty, Roo. Okay, Mish. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ow. Gee whiz, I didn't mean to pull my hair. Okay, so 1 second. Let me get over here and check this little thingy here. Yes, I see now that you say that. Thank you, Mish. Okay, we got Kimmy 2. Okay, and I got this back with Geo. Let me see. Well, come on. Geo and Mish and Kimmy. Okay, gotcha, guys. Let's see. All right, Geo, let me see what your question is. Let's see. Okay, so Geo's asking a question about a client situation. Asking what deck is this? Let's try. Let me see how to word this. So you're asking, where's the opportunity going? I'm trying to think how I can convert that. So that Tara will give me a clear answer. Where is it going and what does the future look like with this client? Okay. Oh, thank you. You reposted it over here. I see it now. Where's this going for Geo? Okay, and the client. Where is this going? Well, depending on your past, this can speak to healing something, but it also can be a timeout. So let's see. Let's see what else comes out with that. Yeah, or what can you expect? Okay. Well, that's kind of essentially what I was thinking. What can we expect going forward for Geo and this client? Show me the future, potential future. Why? Why? Thought there was a flipper. Didn't I not get a flipper? Guess not. Okay. Okay. Why? I'm going to ask again. I'll show you the cards here in a minute. Why? 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 It's not clear yet. Hang in here. I'll give it all. I'll give you the dish in a minute. I'm trying to read this any other way than how it seems to be. I am. But here's the dish. In the future, the potential. Please hear me, Geo. Potential. So you can get busy manifesting something other than what I'm about to show you. The cards are showing. You have the power to shift this. Please know that. This is not, there's nothing written in stone here. Tarot does not predict the future. It only shows you the direction you're pointed. It looks like at some point in the future, there will be a bit of a timeout here because someone may reconsider investing with you or vice versa. I guess it could be, but somebody here is assessing and coming to the conclusion that this is not right for the long term for them and therefore may end it or say, well, or we have to change something. We got to change something because this card talks about transition. Now, transitions can be messy, they can be ugly, but it doesn't always mean just a hard ending. It means endings so that new things can start in a better way. And I'm giving you that explanation because the magician is next. This says, but you have all the skills you need. That's what the magician in the upright means. It means just what I started this conversation with, manifesting. You have the power. The magician talks about manifestation. He's got the wand, he's got the cup, the pentacle, the sword. He's got everything here at his disposal to manifest what he needs. So Spirit is saying, but you have the resources that you need to stand your ground about something or to take or claim or retain the high ground here where this is concerned. And you will probably have some sleepless nights over this, but it's in reverse. So that's good. That means hopefully you won't get stuck there. Okay. You won't get stuck in that anxiety because things will become clear. things will become clear, that the light will shine. Now, I look at the bottom of the deck to give me the underbelly of the story. So I don't know what kind of business you do. I don't know anything about that, but I'm going to take a stab here just on what I'm seeing. This could be a case, when we're talking about future, of somehow there's an international connection, or this client could be international, or this client could be making a new connection, making plans or new connection to something international here. See the globe in this person's hand? And they're making a choice here between these two wands. This is the one they're leaving behind, and they're stepping forward, making a choice by holding that wand in front of them. Crispinator, it is quiet here because YouTube changed their algorithms. I mean, go figure. Yeah, who can keep up? So instead of showing this to 10,000 people, they're showing it to 1,000. I don't know, or 100, whatever. I don't care. So, Gio, this is, you'll have to tell me if this is something you're already, oh, wait. Oh, I see your comment now. Hang on a minute. Told you these go into the best classes. We transition and change every 3 months. We work on 90-day projects, and I manifest a new 90 days every time now for as long as I've been with him. Ah, thank you. That explains it. Well, there's might be a change in the future. Just saying. Just saying. Because I'm getting this different vibe, somebody making a different choice here, and it involves an offer, some kind of an, I don't want to say agreement, but an offer. And there could be either an element of deception or somebody just making a strategy, like, trying to, like they might choose somebody else over you because of the bottom line. That's a strategy, right? And they may tell you, communication, they may tell you, well, I'm going back to the people that I used to use, or I'm going back to the person I used to work with. So I won't be working with you anymore. And that's the truth. And I'm sorry. I know that's a disappointment, but anyway, God, I hate to tell you that, but you had a part 2 to your question, didn't you? What was the part 2 to your question, Gio? Hey, Kim, good evening. And good evening to everybody that I have not spoken to. Ruby, good evening. Will you stay long term? It doesn't. I'd have to say, initially it's going to look like a no, but I think you can turn it around. Here we go back to this Magician card. In other words, what may happen is this person may come and say, hey, we're changing, we're going to go with somebody else, we need to end this relationship, but you scramble and you fight for your account, your position, your whatever. Yeah, you're probably losing some sleep and having some anxiety about it. But then things come to light. Let me ask, let me get this other day. What exactly is it that comes to light here? What is this moon card showing here? What does the moon card show us? Something coming to the light. What is this, please? Please and thank you. Thank you to everybody that's hit that like button. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate y'all. And again, thank you. Continued thank you to my moderators who are just lifesavers. All right, one more. What is coming to light because of this Moon card. All right, come on. We don't have all night. The Sun in reverse, that somebody wasn't happy. Something was hidden. Something you couldn't see. Maybe what was hidden was that they weren't happy. You weren't happy. The money, oh, well, see, now that's good. 10 of Pentacles. You can't get better than that in terms of money. What does that mean to this? Why? What's coming to light is hang on, Gia. Be patient with me, please. Oh, wait, you're saying, I'm currently stepping in for his ops person and then we'll play another role after March. I think it's throwing it off because my role constantly changes. That could be. Yeah, it's kind of hard to pick up on an energy that's constantly moving. They need to hire an ops person to move on. Well, maybe that's what this is saying. You're not going to be doing that anymore, and the ending is, this could be the ending of that. So see, the tarot is so literal sometimes. You have to be very careful how you ask your question. I step in where there are gaps to move, keep moving forward. What I feel, let me tell you what I feel, because that matters to me, because I'm an empath and I feel stuff. What I feel is this might be temporary stress, but in the end, these two cards are what matter. The Magician is going to step up. He's going to retain the high ground, meaning you're going to land on your feet. Let me say it like that. You're going to land on your feet. Now, what's coming to light eventually, this doesn't feel imminent right away. What's coming to light eventually is something that was hidden. In other words, this could be, how do I explain this? A better opportunity for you. A better opportunity that you couldn't see because you were already engaged with this thing over here, but then down the road, but it's obscured. The Sun in reverse means, that it's behind a cloud. You can't really see it. It's still a very happy card in the tarot, but you can't always see it. What is it? The Ten of Pentacles, something really, really good. That's like I said, the number one card of good money and so forth. So, because of the cards at the bottom of the deck, this could be telling me Seven of Swords in reverse. Sometimes something that, hang on, I'm trying to get my words to sync with my tongue. Somebody making amends. In other words, maybe this person says, no, we don't want you to do that job, when you think you're out of a job, when in actuality, they're going to turn around and create a better opportunity for you. And they're releasing you from something that was a disappointment back here. Hang on, y'all. I'm struggling because I feel like I got an eyelash in my eye. Aw, Matthew, that's so sweet. Aw, thank you. Thank you for dropping in. Thank you. Good to see you, man. Thank you. I just have this feeling that something is hidden here that you're not saying, they kind of don't want to talk about. It just feels like that. And I might add, this could be I'm hearing, and I've never heard this about this card, but I'm not saying it doesn't mean that sometimes. This talks about strategies, I mentioned. In the reverse, this could be a strategy that goes wrong. This could be these people over here saying, no, we don't want you for that job. And then before they know it, they're scrambling to try to keep you so they give you a better position. Wow, we really messed up. We should have left him on that job. This other person is really making a mess of it or whatever. But in the meantime, you're released from something that was toxic. So in other words, this is kind of a little bit of, I'm feeling a little bit of rejection is protection if this thing does end of, yeah, because the Four of Cups in reverse is something that initially you feel apathetic about, or an opportunity that you turned down, or that you feel you've missed, and then maybe it comes back around. Period. That was the end of my sentence. Okay, so I'll look at, whether him or someone else, something will show itself. This is the best card you can get in a career or finance or job reading. The Ten of Pentacles in the upright. So I do feel that way. And I think you can't see it now because the sun's in reverse here. It's been hidden, or sometimes that means also postponed. Yes. There could have been somebody here, or forgive me, I tend to speak in past tense. In this situation, I'm talking about future. There could be somebody who simply isn't. There might be a lack of truth. What is that saying? It's by omission. In other words, they might. I just get the feeling that they're not going to tell you the whole story about something here, and that's how you end up in this situation. Yeah, because there it is. And then the death card is in reverse. So I think this is, it's going to look one way and it's going to make a 180 for you in a good way, is what this feels like to me. Geo, I hope that helps. But I do feel it's going to turn out. You're going to worry. You're going to stress. You have some sleepless nights. You're not going to be able to see it. And then, it's like, imagine a light spectrum. Imagine what it's like in the moonlight, okay? But the clouds are obscuring the moon. And then the clouds drift away. So you got moonlight. And then you move into daylight. But again, we still have clouds because the sun's in reverse. But then eventually the clouds part and you get the Ten of Pentacles. So it's kind of like you can't really see it, but eventually it makes itself known. Okay. You are very welcome. So, whatever, I don't know, you have to come back and tell me what this looks like and when it all plays out. But I just feel like you're going to land on your feet no matter what. I mean, you got the skills. You got more skills than either of these positions, I think, really require, to be honest. All right. Well, Gio, I hope that's helpful. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. And let me know. Let me know. In the future, drop back in. Let me know. Hang on, I didn't do well with that. What in the world is this mischievousness? Just whatever that word is going off my cards on. It's like I got a little mischievous tarot card imp in here somewhere messing with my cards. Okay, let me put my cards back here and then we'll move on to Mish. Mish. How are you boys? Such sweethearts, those boys. I'm turning you upright. I'm just saying. Tired of seeing you in the reverse. Mr. Seven of Pentacles. Sweet but mischievous. Well, that's kind of the territory when you're raising boys, don't you know? Kind of goes with the territory. So what can I do for you tonight, Miss Mish? What can I read for you? Let me get a little sip of water. Well, I probably will show in your reading. That energy's still there. All right, general reading. What deck? Not that one, they're saying. Okay, what one? What one? Of course, of course. Thinking, what deck is that? I couldn't see what it was. Your fave. Well, it used to be your fave. I don't know. Might necessarily since you told me that. Maybe you found a new one. Okay. General reading for Michelle. What is coming toward Michelle? What do we need to know? What does she need to know? General reading for Michelle. Yeah, but I'm sorry if my stool is squeaking. You know, it takes turns. No, it doesn't squeak every week. Sometimes it does. I don't know what's going on. Okay. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, do I love this for you? I love this so much for you. I started this live by talking about this week and how this is a huge shift. We're all going to feel it. I don't care who you are, what you're doing. You're going to feel something going on. Guess what, Michelle? This gnarly conflict, and you know what a hot mess of all the kinds of things that you've been dealing with, is coming to an end. Change is coming. Change is a coming. And it's interesting because I don't often get the message with this next card. But I did tonight. It's like the bad karma is going away now. The negative karma is going away, right? In other words, putting an end to this, what feels like bad karma. I'm not, you know how. That's a whole other story. Ooh, I like that. Thank you. All right. What? I mean, we should probably stop there, right? We should not test it. Oh, I know. What else? I'm just saying, I don't know. Oh, look at this. Look. I love it. Putting this sorrow and bad times behind you, moving on and fast. Have mercy. Talk about a 180 in your reading. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. I'm not sure what to make of this, though. I'm laughing because this Knight of Cups is in reverse. I think this is you saying, I don't care anything about feelings. What feelings? You know, suitors, what suitors? And I know that's not really how you feel, but, well, I don't know. I shouldn't say that. Maybe you do. But it's, I don't know. Because underneath that, there's a tower. Ah. But that was just at the bottom. Let's see what else is coming. Give me another one here. Yeah, because I didn't specify. That's the downside of doing general is if you don't specify, you have to put it wherever. Could be, though. It certainly could be. Come on now. Give me one more, please. Like magic. Ah, something is hidden. universe doesn't want you to know about yet? Secrets. Oh, do tell. Do tell. Now, you know I have to ask. Where's my little lights here? We're going to ask. Yeah, that's true. It can be anything. What is hidden? What is this moon? Secrets or hidden or fears? What is this? Yeah, you're afraid of this, aren't you? Don't tell me you're not. Because I think we all are, right? And y'all, by the way, I'm talking to Michelle because I know she knows tarot and she knows the cards. So if I don't give a long explanation, it's because I know she knows. And he's in the upright. Yes, he is in the upright. Yes, 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 yes. Can't make it up, Michelle. Can't make it up. 10 of Cups. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You don't believe this. I'm sure you don't think I'm doing sleight of hand here. 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Justice in the upright. Thank you very much. Temperance in the upright. 2 of Wands. Making a choice. I'm keeping it going. Queen of Cups in the upright. Thank you very much. 8 of Swords, getting out of that funk, putting this nastiness, this deception, all that mess behind you. Holy cow. Wow, wow, wow. I've never done a reading for you that's been this good. You've just been going through it. You've been in HELL for as long as I've known you. What you've been going through, right? And he's doing laundry. Oh my God, that's funny. Y'all are hysterical. He's by the sea with a bowl and deep thought. I know. Lord knows what's in that bowl. I mean, I don't know, something he's smoking or what he's doing there. I don't know what that is. He looks pretty zen, though. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, really, it has been. You've been going through a true dark night of the soul since I've known you. That's last year for sure. Michelle, I'm afraid to even, I mean, I love this. I don't know if I want to pull more cards. Gee whiz, I'm gobsmacked. There you go, Everblue. That's right. Believe it and you will see it. That's right. Definitely possible. Amen, amen. And if anybody deserves some good stuff, she does. I'm here to tell you. She's a saint. She is. Raising, if y'all didn't know this, Mish is raising 4 boys by herself. I'm just saying. That is automatic sainthood in my book. Oh, my goodness. I know you do. You want me to dig till I find something bad, something nasty. You know you do. Side of us Scorpios. Keep digging. I know what's in there. Life is not rainbows and unicorns. What's coming toward Michelle? Like, I don't know. That's right. That's exactly right. Quad Scorpios like a drill sergeant. Amen. All right. What new is coming toward Michelle? Can we just turn that the other way? You didn't say that, did you? You didn't say that, right? You had to ask. You couldn't just leave it where it was. You couldn't just leave it where it was. I wanted to leave it where it was. I'm just saying. I wanted to leave it where it was. But no. Miss Drill Sergeant wanted to dig. You know I love you, don't you? Of course, I don't know who this is. I mean, I'm not. Let's see. Yeah, I don't, in all fairness, this did come out kind of sideways. Mostly reversed, but kind of I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt. I'm leaving it sideways. 2 of Cups. I think this is, to be honest, this has a flavor of something from the past, but I can't swear to that. I don't have a 6 of Cups. It feels like something that disappoints you. Or I'll say it this way, or something that you're not healed, like an area of our, like we need to work on, we need to heal it because it's not healed. Because here he is. Ugly words. So really, this is showing me, now, I don't have people down here. I don't have people down here, to be clear. This could be anything. This could be saying, I'm going to test, universe speaking, I'm going to test your belief in yourself, where you're healed and where you're not. So I'm going to send you a little toxic something to see if you really have clarity about that thing or not, to see if you really have learned that lesson maybe, or if you have moved on. Because that's what happens, it'll send us one more round of something just to test us, and that's not really true. I can't say that. It feels that way. It's not really that way. It's really that we have a little bit of residual in our energy field, and so it still wants to come back around, and we have to stand up and say, no, I know, I have clarity about this. I know, and I'm making plans to move forward. Let me see what you said here. Joseph, that's right. She does sign all of our paychecks. I know it, right? It occurred to me that could be your ex. It did. But, and I'm not saying it's not, because this does mean somebody toxic with addictions, which clearly was in your thing. But it can also mean, so before you manifest that, it can also mean our own addictive patterns, our own addictive sabotaging thoughts. It's not, because this is why I said this. I do not have a person card down here. That's why I made that very clear. There's not a person card to indicate that this is a person coming. So it might just be how you feel about love, how you feel about soulmates, how you feel about being worthy of that. This would say you don't. I'm not worthy. That's why I don't think it's ever going to come true for me. All the negative self-talk. And here he is, Mr. Shirtless with his Trans Am. He comes driving up, trying to, dangle you by the strings. And so you lose all clarity that you may have gained, all ground that you may have gained over that feeling of love and how you feel about that. But you have a lot, and it's interesting. Again, every deck has its own unique artwork. This is supposed to be a girl standing with her surfboard at the beach. And yet all I see is fire. This doesn't look like, beach scene. You think about blue water, blue sky, no, there's no blue in that card. It's fiery. It's telling me at the energy of, but by God, I'm looking at, with fire in my heart. I'm looking forward. I'm making plans. I am waiting for my good stuff to come in. So I just feel this sense of determination about that card. But there's another side to it, which is she went out there at 10 o'clock in the morning with her surfboard with the intention of surfing. And she stood there on the edge of that beach, if there's, I guess it's a beach, debating about going in the water, debating about going in the water, debating about going in the water, so long that now the sun is setting. Pregnant pause was intentional. Yeah, this is all at the bottom of the deck about, I'm going to summarize here. It's about disappointment and having a cold heart because of what you've been through, essentially. 9 of Swords. Losing your confidence, Queen of Wands in reverse. The Emperor in reverse, feeling like life's out of control. You're out of control because of deception and it's and failure and I just feel like it's probably going just cycle's just going to repeat again. It's your own inner fears. It's your own inner fear. And I think truly that's probably what this is talking about here. Well, of course it's deep. Who's reading here tonight? I'm yanking your chain. Yeah, I don't, I'm going to say again, I don't see a person down here. I think this is more of an inner battle of you. I'm surprised the 7 of Wands isn't here. You defending your high ground. When I say high ground, emotionally and mentally within yourself. That's what this feels to me like. Let's see. Is it because someone's coming that will remind you of your ex? We all have a type, and you might be rejecting your type because of your ex. Well, that's certainly possible. But again, it depends on the reader and kind of how what agreement they have with their team. And for me, I have no kings or queens or pages, nothing that indicates a person down here. So that could be true, except for that I would typically see something that looked like somebody coming in here. Now, if we go back up here to the top, we did see things moving quickly. And remember I said this, you can't see it. You don't see it yet. What don't you see? So yes, up here, I had asked a little different question. That's why I wasn't considering this, because the question was different. When I got down here, it was a little different. But yeah, I'll allow for that possibility. I absolutely will. Mm-hmm. Oh, the heck with it. Let's ask, what is this devil? Thank you, Kimmy, for being patient. You know, I like to dig. When I have the energy, I like to dig. It's like I want to be in a relationship, but it scares me. Exactly. Exactly. Show me, what is this devil here? Let's instead of guessing, let's ask. What is this devil for Michelle, please? Please and thank you. Well, I'm going to go back to my original. So yes, that's I think what it is. Okay, now we know this can talk about children. It talks about memories, fond memories, nostalgia, all the good things. Yes, it can be. This is the card that would indicate this could be somebody from the past. Hate to say it. That's my number one card, of something from your past. That being said, I'll give it a second meaning because, and I'll get another card. This can be because you have kids, there could be some kind of a challenge around what you started this conversation with already tonight. some kind of toxic energy. I'm just going to ask for another card. I'm not going to get too into the bottom of it. What else? Okay, what else? I wish that Six of Cups had not come out for that devil, but it did. Who or what is this devil? Who or what is this devil, please? Oh, goodness. Oh, God, help me. I'm so sorry. Michelle, this could be your ex because, I mean, look, it's something you're not done healing from effectively. You know, there's a lot of different ways to read this card when it's in reverse, of course. But it can also mean, you know, in the upright, a lot of readers say it's like no contact. You're taking a time out. It means you're taking a time out. I'm meditating over here. Leave me alone. I'm in restoration mode. In reverse, not so much. And at the bottom of the deck, somebody who's out in the cold wanting to come back. Coming in with some kind of news. Although if it is, he's coming with good intentions. I got to tell you that. Oh, yet, and we will have to interact. Again, if this is him, he's coming in as a King of Wands in the upright. Whoever this is, coming in as a King of Wands in the upright. Five of Pentacles in reverse, Nine of Swords, communication, King of Wands in the upright. Coming, and it could be Hermit, somebody you haven't talked to in a long time, probably. Yeah, things that you can't see. Yeah. But it's, again, because I know you like to see the cards, 10 of Cups, Justice, Temperance, it's all good. These are all good cards, so it's not, there's no, Give me one more, please, on this devil. I hate to leave you hanging. I don't know, Michelle. That's the harsh truth. I don't know. Now I'm confused. I know you'd like to know, and I would too. Because I surely thought it was somebody new, and then here we are down here. I'm trying to find out I'm getting more on the devil. Hang on. Yeah, that's exactly what this looks like now, because look, this is the Star in reverse twice in this bottom row here. What's coming towards you? We had the Star in reverse. Something that you're not healed from, something that you thought was, you know, you gave up hope on, whatever, somebody you gave up hope on that you had collaborated on, and then you realize, no, this is definitely not going the distance. I don't want to be involved in this anymore. Yeah. You got an epiphany that whatever this was back down here was a bad choice. Oh, God, you can't make it up. And so Spirit's saying, have patience. We're balancing things out. Guess what? Two of Cups in reverse again. So this could definitely be your ex down here. But I do feel, because these are separate, I do feel this is different. This is somebody new, something you don't see coming. But I also feel now it can be just what your own reluctance to be in the energy of this king. So I want to ask, but you see, no, because kings are real people for me. I'm not even going to do that. Kings are people for me. All that speech I had down here about I don't see a person, I don't see a person. This is a person. This is a person. And you don't see it. So yes, I feel like there is somebody new coming. But in the meantime, this hot mess down here says you may either your ex might show up, or the memories of him and all you went through with him might be trying to just come up. And that, I mean, I'm not saying physically, I don't know. Because what I don't have down here, I don't have actual any cards of communication. I don't have any pages down here. I don't have an 8 of Wands down here. I don't have a Chariot. I have nothing that really says somebody's communicating, but there's the essence of this toxic energy here. So this might just be you when this person shows up. I can't tell. I'm just being straight with you. I don't have specific cards that talk about communication down here on this bottom row where this devil is. Let me go back here. Oops, don't do that. So you could feel there's like a clear line. Well, actually there is a line because there's a wrinkle in my pad here. But yeah, it's like there's a line here. Yeah, I think so too. I think it's a way for you to heal. I think this is just saying, it's like, that tapping on your shoulder. Did you really heal that? Did you really heal that? Is that really, because you're going to be, your clarity about it is going to be questioned. That's how I feel. Have you really moved on? Have you really moved on? Are you really making plans? You've been standing there on that shore all day long. So I really think that's what's happening here, is this King of Cups comes in and then it goes, whoa, what do I do now? I know I'd feel that way. Well, gosh, I've been through my own personal thing the last 2 or 3 days anyway. I know, man. I'll tell you, whoosh, I need to light some incense up in here. And this devil has been very busy in readings the last few days. So I know I got a lot of Scorpios. Y'all saw my Scorpio reading. The devil is returning. That was, I mean, right out of the gate. First card on the table was the devil. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And then it came out again in the twin flame reading, I believe. So, yeah. And I really think it's because of these energies that are stirring up. I mean, everybody's getting triggered. Let me put it like that. Triggered, Michelle. And I think that's the essence of what this is for you. It'll just trigger you. That's all. Yeah, I just don't, again, I don't have actual cards of communication. So I think you're just going to be triggered, and we'll leave it at that. Something may come up, some memory, something, that specifically triggers that. I mean, it could be something besides this new person. It could be something that happens, but that's how I'm going to read that. Yeah, and that does trigger me. I hear you. I think for me to just be aware beforehand is helpful. Well, good. Well, I feel like this is definitely a heads up for sure. Okay, I'm gonna put your bow, your new bow. I'm gonna put him back in the deck for now, but he's waiting. He's waiting for you. Okay. Well, I hope that was helpful, honey. So, all right. Eclipse energy, y'all. Remember what all we got going on this week. Please, y'all, do whatever you need to do to keep yourself calm and grounded in this energy that's coming from, well, especially this week, but from now to the end of February. Please do what you got to do. Breathe deeply. Meditate. Like I said, all the things. Yeah, keep us posted. Def Laundromat. That's a good place to be. I hope he can fold her. Hey, there's probably lots of love stories that have started a laundromat. Surely. There's probably a book waiting to happen about that. Love at the laundromat. I feel confident there's at least one book there. All right, Mishi. Best of luck. All right, Kimmy, would you please sound off in the chat and we'll do your reading next. So, Kimmy. Well, it is pretty sexy seeing a guy do his own laundry, Joseph. I mean, let's just say it. You're welcome, Mish. And he's already admitted he's a bit of a whore. A bit of a. Was that your word? Excuse me, my bad. YouTube. I'm sorry. Oh, I'll get blocked now. That's not what you said. What word was it you said about yourself? I can't remember the word you used now. My bad. Yes, Kimmy. See, Everblue agrees. It is very attractive. Watching a guy do laundry is just something about it. Says, I'm confident enough to be domestic, and I don't care who sees me. That's very attractive. Oh, it was the S word. Thank you. I'm sorry. I wish I hadn't said that word now. YouTube's going to dang me probably, but the S word. So, Kimmy, where are you, honey? You see that you paid for a reading. Where are you? Sound off in the chat. Type your question for me. At least I don't think that you put it. Let me go over and double check. Maybe it was in the PayPal thing, but I don't think so. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I started talking to an earth sign, and then the communication stopped. Well, connecting, how does he feel it? Okay, I've got Kimmy's question. Well, that's so weird, Kimmy. I don't know why you'd be blocked on YouTube. I have no idea. I mean, I don't know. That's weird. My question, okay, I started talking to an earth sign, and the communication stopped. Will we reconnect, and how does he feel about me? Okay. Oh, well, let's pick that deck up. What deck for Kimmy? Really? Okay. The little light seer. So, will Kimmy reconnect with, you said earth sign, right? Yes, and how? Yeah, Yes, and how. I couldn't get a better card than that. Yes, and how. So, hello, Elijah. Yes. Now, he may be feeling a little defensive about this. A little defensive. In other words, be careful not to put your wall up too much. I mean, we all want to be careful and prudent, but try not to put your wall up too much, or this person may perceive you as a missed opportunity. Because it looks like you or them recently got clarity about, I've got a King of Pentacles in reverse here. This is somebody who was not stable. Possibly somebody that you or your person was in a long-term commitment with that led to a lot of disappointment. Okay, well, that's that. So let me see, how does he feel about you? Hello, Ileana, did I say that right? And Abby, welcome in. Thank y'all for being here. Okay, we're reading for Kimmy. How does Kimmy's earth sign feel about Kimmy? How does Kimmy's earth sign feel about Kimmy? So, potential is there. How does... Wow. I have rarely gotten such clear cards. Crazy about you. That's all I'm going to say. Ace of Cups. Are you kidding? Ace of Cups. But cautionary tale. Somebody here, and I feel like it's your person, is getting over a heartache. Okay? Just so you're going to have to, where there was betrayal here and an ending, a lot of ego and pride. This is something nasty that I feel like this is the person you're asking about, Kimmy. If not, reverse the roles. But there could have been a third party. Yeah, this is... So I think your person's just switched to focusing on work. Probably why they aren't communicating. So this could have been having nothing to do with you, but something or someone else that they were dealing with, right? They're trying to find balance in their life again. Because whatever this was, I'm assuming this is your person. This is ugly. This is real ugly energy right here. That's a heartache, 3 of Swords, 10 of Swords, betrayal, and 5 of Swords. Somebody who didn't care what they did to the other person or how that affected other people. So be mindful that I think that's probably the energy that this person is getting over. Ace of Cups. This is a brand new love offer, brand new opportunity. But they really need to focus on self-love for a little while. So I feel like if you haven't heard from this person, this is why. They're focusing on self-love, trying to heal this broken heart. And it is in the reverse. So that means this is something that's already happened, but they're still healing. They're working on healing it. So I feel like when this person has a little time to do a little self-care, excuse me, let me get a sip. Excuse me. Then I think things will open up. But that's why you're not hearing anything. They're getting over something. And that's good because you don't want a project, do you? You don't want a project, Kimmy. You want somebody who's healed. For sure. Okay, anything else you want to tell Kimmy? Anything else you want to tell Kimmy? All right. Thank you for all you new people in here for hitting the like button. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Man, alive. Sometimes when I speak, tarot backs me up. That's twice in one reading this King of Cups came out, plus the Ace of Cups. So, oh my goodness, this is such a strong potential. I have no words. But I feel like this person right now is working on themselves, or maybe working on work. Could be literally pouring themselves into work. Yep. Trying to get past this situation where they were stuck for so long, not yet quite able to move on, but they're trying. Yeah. Going inward, looking for divine inspiration. And the Eight of Wands in reverse. They're just not ready to reach out and be a part of the world yet. Oh, thank you, Everblue. That's so sweet of you. Yes, thank you so much for being here and for purchasing a reading tonight. I hope to see you again. Thank you. Like I said, welcome to the tribe. All right, Kimmy. Well, I haven't seen you sound off in the comments, so I don't even know if you're still here. And I don't really like to go on and on if somebody's not here giving me feedback. So I'm going to wrap it up there, but I answered your questions that were in the PayPal comment. So that looks really, really good, but that person probably just needs a little time to heal. And so if you're not talking, like you said, suddenly there was nothing, that's why they're getting over something. Healing the heartache, a broken heart about something. Doesn't necessarily mean romantic. Could be something else they're dealing with, family or something. So, all right. And thank you very much for being here and for purchasing a reading, Kimmy. It's called Energy Light Hope. It reflects the energy field around the person. It's not about predicting the future. It's not even that much about being psychic. These are simply a reflection of what's in somebody's energy field. That's my explanation. Okay, anybody else want a reading? Because I think, unless my moderators tell me otherwise, that I am caught up, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you, guys. Hey, Harmony, thank you for being here. The free reading has been done a while back, so that one is gone. This is last call if you want to purchase a reading. That information is pinned at the top of the chat. But this is last call for a reading, so you need to let me know right now if you're thinking about it. And thank you again so very much to my wonderful moderators. And Mish, it was such a treat having you here tonight. I know you can't do this regularly. I do know that. And I'm just thrilled to have you whenever I can, selfishly. Woo. All right. Anybody want to share a Valentine's story? Anybody got a Valentine's story they want? Hopefully a positive one. Oh, thank you, Mish. Mish, you know my Valentine's story. It was gray. It was wild, like wild horses, and not in a fun way. Well, that's okay. Clarity is good to have. And I think I have clarity now. So, all right. I don't see anybody clamoring for a last read. So I guess I'll take that as everybody that Spirit wanted to send my way has done for the night. Okay, guys. Well, I am looking forward to an interesting week. Remember, Tuesday, Chinese New Year, the year of the snake ending, the year of the fire horse beginning, and an eclipse. So Wait, get your Zen on for Tuesday. Well, and days leading up to that too. You are me, seriously? My Valentine's stories, I have my kids in a card and chocolate, and they ripped it open and ate all of it in 1 minute. I have no words. I have words, but I won't say them here on YouTube. That is so wrong. I would put them all in timeout. You tell them, Aunt Darlene, they have to all go to timeout because they did that to your Valentine's. Really? End of story. They are ridiculous, but they're also really special, and we love them. So. All right, guys. Well, I did get flowers, just in case anybody's asking. Yes, I did. And a lot of other baggage to go with it. Oh my gosh, they're all granted for different reasons. Oh my goodness. Well, those hugs, I'm telling you, they're worth $1 million and a whole room full of chocolate too, aren't they? Oh my goodness. Miss Harold, I'm so sorry. I'm just about to sign off. I've been here for I don't know how many hours now, but I am just about to sign off. But I hope you'll come back. I do go live here typically once a week, sometimes twice if I can. And I did do the free reading, whenever at the beginning of this. They're just I'm telling you. Oh, goodness. Well, we survived another Valentine's, didn't we, Mish? That's kind of how I feel about it sometimes. All right, guys. I'm wishing you all many, many blessings. I'm wishing a very zen week. Very zen week. Remember how to breathe. If you need to know how to meditate, I've got 3 videos, part 1, 2, and 3 on my not on website, on my YouTube channel. Feel free to go there and make use of it. So I love you all to pieces. Thank you, mods, so much. Your kids at school were sweet, but not your own, right? Oh, geez, Michelle. I'm sorry. Oh, Lord. All right, guys. Michelle, I'm sending you a big hug. Yes, a very peaceful week. Please, 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 y'all. Breathe deeply. It'll be over before we know it. All right. Much love, everybody. Good night.